can take a seat. Great. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so welcome everyone. So I would love you to tell me what brings you here today. So who wants to start? Lucy, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I guess my parents are still upset at me. I don't really know why. But it's mostly just my dad. He is like angry a lot that I'm not home. Because I like spend a lot of time at my friends' houses and like doing stuff at school. Just I'm busy.
Yeah.
So I think he's like mad that I'm not home.
How can you be busy at 15?
And I have friends. I had in clubs at school. I just have a lot of homework, stuff like that.
Yeah. High school can be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Now, remind me, which grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
Oh, yeah, sophomore. Yeah, it's a tricky year. There's a lot of things to do in sophomore. Yeah. So, who wants to go next?
I'll go next. 15, I've been there. I'm, sure it's rough, but, you do your homework and you go play. I mean, technically, let's just call it what it is. She's just...
So you will have time to talk to each other, but... So remember, like, the question was, how would you describe the problem that brings you here?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I just feel like she's not available. Like she just... Like she doesn't care about what's going on in the household. I'm really frustrated. She's got a lot of reasons why she can't have dinner. She's just not available. I don't know, doctor. I don't know.
You are frustrated, right? You sound frustrated. You look frustrated.
Yeah, I am. You're right. I am frustrated.
So your frustration is with Lucy?
Pretty much so, yeah. Lucy's the problem. Lucy's
the problem in your view?
Always the problem. And I'm at my wit's end with it, but it's always about Lucy.
So how do you describe the problem that brings you here today?
Well, I was diagnosed with MS, and it's really acting up today, so I'm just trying, I can't get comfortable, and I
can imagine.
It's just really hard.
And the wet weather, like the rain doesn't help, they say. Yeah, it must be uncomfortable.
Just some days I'm up, and some days I'm down.
It's been rough on all of us.
But how do you see the family problem that brings you here today beyond your MS?
Lucy has her own life. She's busy, friends, and she doesn't need to be home watching me lay in bed,
Sweetheart, that's not okay.
This is what I try to tell him. Like, it's not like I'm going and doing bad things. It's just, why should I sit at home when my mom says that I can go do stuff? When he's at work and then he comes home and he's mad that I'm not there.
So why are you asking me, Lucy? Why don't you ask that to your father directly?
I just feel like Mom is telling me that I can go do stuff. What am I going to do sitting at home? Like, it's not like we're going to do stuff together. She's too sick to do anything.
It's this that I'm talking about. It's why I can go do my own. You should be home and be with your mother.
But she's saying that I don't need to. And I'm 15. Like, I have schoolwork. I have clubs. It's like I'm going to my friend's house to, like,
your friend's home?
prom.
Do you see your mother, Lucy?
Yeah, and she's... What do you want me to do with her? She can't do anything.
So, this is really interesting. Like I'm seeing this, and like you are talking about Lucy's mother, about your wife, actually she wasn't in the room. So like if I have to like map this system, it's like this is a problem between Lucy and Roger, and like Jane is somewhere else. I don't know where she is. We can ask her. But like, why don't you ask her directly? So Lucy, I want you to ask your mother like how she feels about you being at your friend's house versus being at home with the family.
Mom, how do you feel about me going to my friend's house?
Can you ask that again, Lucy? But like, I want you to like look at her when you say that. Like, try to be engaged. You know,
Yeah.
this is not just doing it for me. I want you to start asking things directly.
Okay, Mom, how do you feel about me going to my friend's house instead of staying home with you?
I understand why you don't want to be at home all the time. I must be so boring. I can't even, you know, we used to play soccer in the backyard and we used to, you know, cook dinner together, and most of the time I'm just in bed these days. I understand why you want to be at your friend's house.
See? This is what I'm trying to tell him.
So, but like the question was not if you understand why she doesn't want to. The question is like, how do you feel when she does not stay with you, when she does not help you, when she does not ask you how you are feeling?
I just don't have the energy to fight this fight. What energy I do have, I have to focus on myself and
Well, this is not energy. This is not about energy, you know. This is about like doing your job as a mother. How do you feel, Roger? Because you must feel very lonely, right? Very alone in this family.
Alone?
Yes, alone. I mean,
Well,
your daughter is just spending the evenings with her friends, doesn't want to be here. Your wife is not there helping you do the hard job of saying no to your daughter, you know. I mean, she's married to her illness. Like, the more you fight and engage with Lucy, the more you give her, like, freedom to go and be somewhere else, in her mind, in her body. It's like, you must feel alone, right?
Maybe. Alone. I don't know. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, right?
I don't know. Do you feel alone? Do you feel your wife is asking you to do the job you both should be sharing? Because you are the parents, guys. You are the ones who have to tell Lucy what to do and what not to do. It's not up to you to do your job plus the mother's job.
I guess you're right.
So can you tell your wife that you need her to
Is
be
that
a mother?
okay? Is that?
But how can I be a parent when I don't even have energy to get out of bed?
This is not
most
about
days?
energy, Jane. This is about like agreeing, for example, on whether Lucy should have dinner or not. Lucy, who do you ask if you can go to your friend's house instead of having dinner at home?
I mean, usually when I go to my friend's house, Dad's at work, and I know Mom will say yes, so I just kind of go.
So you don't ask anyone?
I mean, if it's like on the weekends, I'll tell my dad where I'm going, but
Okay, so I think that you have to start asking both your parents. And you guys, you are the parents. You have to be a united front. You have to decide, both of you. And trust me, Jane, it doesn't take a lot of energy. I'm not asking you to vacuum the house or to bake cakes every day, you know. I'm just asking you to agree with your husband and be a united front and decide how many days it's okay for Lucy to be at her friend's house versus how many days she has to stay home. This is not about energy, Jane. This is not about energy, you know.
So what is it about?
This is about like being present and doing your job as a mother. This is what it is about, you know. And I know it feels as if it takes a lot of energy.
I mean, my wife, is she able to do that? Isn't that my job to?
No, it is not your job. It is not your job. So it's both of you as parents' job, you know. both of you should be the parents. It's not okay for one to be the parent and the other to not be the parent. And I can see how it feels as if it will take a lot of energy, but it will get easier with time. You haven't been doing it for a long time. Like Roger has been doing his job and yours for a long time, you know. And so it's time to free him. I mean, he wants to support you as well. Let him help you when you feel that your illness is taking the best out of you. And you help him by not letting him do the tough job of fighting with Lucy.
I think we can do that. I think we can do that. I think we can.
Great.
I can try.
Good. Okay, so I'll be seeing you next week as we agreed.
Yes, we'll be here, doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
11 minutes.